Hi everyone, Wendy, Spanish Crafter here. I'm going to show you today how I've made this lovely little folio. I wanted to make a Christmas folio, so I did a practice one. So I'll show you this one first. It ties with seam binding. I've put one of my little mini dangle books on it. And inside there's loads of journal space, but the idea I wanted for the Christmas one was to make your Christmas lists. So these papers are from Janie B. This is the owl kit, which I've used before for a lap book, which was one of my earlier videos, so I'll link that video below. Very interesting lap book I made with it as well, it's lovely. And this is the inside, so you've got a notebook there, and you've got a notebook here, and these are some of the papers from the kit. You don't use too much of the kit. In the centre spread I've done my little mini books again, so, and I've used some quotes from, who are they from? I always forget. These are from HG Designs & Co. I think they're a freebie. If you go onto the website www.hgdesigns.co, they will come up hopefully. And then I used a envelope here and covered it. It's one of the envelopes I get from Clarity with my monthly plate in. It's an A5 size, and I've covered it with papers and folded, tucked it in there, and then there's a journal card inside here. Oh, this one's got an envelope in, so that's quite nice. And I think the envelope has got a journal card on the other side. This one here. Oh, that's an envelope as well. So I'll put this in the Etsy shop, and I've already made the gift to go with the Christmas one, which is going to be this folding pocket, and that's got all Christmassy papers in, and tickets and tags and stuff. Lots of tags can be used for your Christmas gifts. So this is a freebie that goes with the purchase, so that's already made. So I'll pop this one in the Etsy shop as well. That's another piece of the envelope with a pocket and a little book in there. So I've got the papers ready to do the Christmas one. I'll just tuck that in and fasten it up. Different ways of folding this, but okay, let's just get that out of the way. Right, the Christmas one, I've started cutting out the papers and I'm going to glue them in off camera. But I started with 2 pieces of craft card, A4 size, just craft card like this. And I've cut them at 11 5/8 by 7.5 inches, and the second piece was 9 2/8 by 7.5 inches. You can start with any size really, and you just fold them. So there's 2 pieces. Just get the books out of the way. There's 2 pieces there. See, that's the 11 5/8 size by 7.5 tall, and this is the smaller piece, 7.5 tall by 9 2/8. And I've cut the papers out. This is a kit again by Janie B, and it's Botanical Christmas, and I've got the books, the signatures ready, and I'll show you those after. I'll just go away and do this gluing, getting all the papers on. Okay, I've glued all the papers on now, so that's the inside. and this is the outside, and this is the back with the pocket there. So I'm ready now to put the pieces of material on for the spines. It just gives it a bit of added security, and I thought I had those already cut out, but I can't find them. Okay, I've cut some more, and I'm going to stick those with 3-in-1 down the spines there, and then with use they will all start fraying, which I think looks quite nice, like that. That's right, get the 3-in-1. That's a bit gloopy. Ooh. Right, and I'm just going to put some glue. When I stitch the signatures in, I shall be stitching right through this material as well. Like I say, it just gives it some added strength and security. Spread the glue out with the material. And I like it when it starts to fray off a bit and looks a bit tatty. They can always be stitched on as well, or you could stitch all the way round, again for a bit more security for the papers. And put this one on. I think this will make a nice journal for getting ready for Christmas. We all make lists at Christmas time, and I think this will be nice, and there'll be loads of tags in it as well from the kit, so you can always use the tags for your Christmas gifts. Right. So that is one side, and then that folds over, and I will have this as the front with the nice Christmas tree on, and I shall put a grommet in there and use seam binding, and you've got your pocket on the back there. I'll just punch a little hole in there, just to, then you know it's a pocket. It's roughly in the middle. Ooh, that's a bit hard. Yeah, that's fine. So there's the folio ready for getting the signatures in and the envelope. So I've already covered one side of the envelope with some lovely paper from the kit, and I'm going to cut it in half and then put a fold in and put that into the spine before I put the signature in. So roughly cut it in half. Then I'm going to put a fold in. Just about 1 centimetre, because that's as wide as the spine is. And then that will be tucked under the stitching in of the spine. Same on here. Right, now I need a piece of paper to cover this. Let's just get that out of the way, then I don't get glue on it. I've got all bits left. I've cut all the tags and everything out, so I need a piece of paper now, and it doesn't look like I've got any left. So I'll use these scraps and put them in. I've got these strips left over, so I'll find those two will go together. In fact, I'll use the, I'm just going to glue those and cut them off, or should I measure it? No, I'll measure it first. So the envelope measures about 16 centimetres. So if I cut that at 16, those scraps in the, and I'll use this poinsettia paper as well for the other half, and hope it's wide enough. 16. Scraps can go in the tub. So that will go on there. That's near enough. If you can hear any crashing and banging, there's building going on in the plot next door. Building houses like crazy over here at the moment. Yeah, I've cut that open. Just checking that I'd cut the end off. Yeah. Just about wide enough, this paper. I'm using Anita's tacky glue today. Near enough. And then that just gets glued into the spine. I'll just put a little hole in there. I knew I shouldn't have done it while the glue was wet. Jam this punch now. I'll wait till that dries. Let's just glue this one on. Make sure the print's the right way up. Really pretty, this paper. I love music paper. It's beautiful. And that's the right way up there. This one's going to overlap slightly, but that's fine. Okay. Right, they're ready to glue in now. In fact, I will use some red tape, I think, on these. Which is the right way. I've gone and glued that the wrong way. Oh, never mind, it is a junk journal. Right, that. I'm going to put the tape on the white bit and glue it the other way. Scissors. Bit haphazard at the moment. Right, let's just put the glue on the 3-in-1, put that away, and glue this one in. Just put a bit more glue right on the edge. So that's the right way up, and that's the wrong way. So we'll use this one and just stick it roughly in the middle. opening is at the side there. That's fine. And that just turns up. Yeah, that's okay. I'll put a little punched hole in the side that is already dried. That's better. And that will all get stuck down with the stitching of the signature, but I'll just put a bit of glue in there. Come on. Then the other piece. I just keep a piece of cellophane over the sticky tape because it's always sticky at the sides on the edges. So doesn't want to come off. Not playing good today. And I'll put a little line of glue around the edge as well. Right, that's the right way for that one. Roughly in the middle from top to bottom. Fold it back. A little bit short on the red paper there, but no one's going to notice that. And I'll put a little line of glue on the inside again, even though it's going to be stitched over. Yeah, and that folds over with that. Right, let's try and sort this punch out here. See if it's dried enough. No. Right, let's get the scissors. It's a bit awkward. Near enough gone through it. That's fine. So now we're ready for the signatures to go in. Just tidy up a little bit, make a bit of room. Oops. Right, the signatures I've got ready. And one of them I have used another envelope to make some more pockets. Okay, like that. I will stick some paper in there just to hide this bit, so that is just wraps around the signature, or I may even put it in the middle. In fact, I think that will be better actually, because we've already got a pocket at the edge. So that's one signature ready, and I've used a mixture of paper from the kit, coffee dyed paper. I've found a book page that has got a robin on. You can't see much of it on some of it though, but there's one. And then some music paper that's got jingle bells, so that's Christmassy. Paper from the kit, and a Spanish dictionary page, which is to celebrate and to feast, which I thought was quite apt. So I shall sew those in, and this is the other one. A lovely page from the kit, a page from the inside of a book, which I thought was quite nice, and some more music paper from the kit, a music page with Silent Night on, and just a book from the bird book. Okay, so I'll stitch those in and then I shall get back. Okay, I've sewn the signatures in, which was a bit of a job, but the best way I found to do it was to use a piece of paper, make holes in the spine with my awl, and do it through to make a template, then use the template to put the holes in at the middle of my signature, and then punch through and stitch through all 3 holes. So it's just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and so they're both sewn in. And I think it's going to have to close the opposite way to my owl one, with putting the envelope in the middle. It's made it, that's this side quite chunky, so that one folds better over that side. So I'm going to put an eyelet in here, if I can get under my desk. You wouldn't believe the boxes that are under my desk here. I'm going to have a sort out, so I'll use one eyelet and my big bite. Oh, I have to do it this way. So I'm using this is a bit tough to slide backwards and forwards. There we go. So I'll punch the hole about halfway, then set it. I've found that this sets my eyelets much neater than my crocodile. I've just said that, now it's made it all rough. Let me just put that down again. I have to stand up. That's better. Yeah, that's better. So let's find some seam binding. I don't know if this piece will be big enough. Yeah, I think it will. I need enough to tie a bow and wrap round. Is that enough to tie a bow? Yeah. So in fact I'll leave that because I'll put a Christmas charm on there before I actually put the ribbon on. So for the inside I have got, there's a pocket, a large pocket from the kit, which it can't go there because it will cover the eyelet. So I shall have to put it on, we'll put it on the back page. I'm just going to ink this white bit up here. And it doesn't look too stark through the, that looks better. Glue this together. Yeah. And we'll have this right at the very back. Seems such a shame to cover this lovely paper up, but it's all going to be glued down. So like I've said, this is a journal or notebook folio that's aimed at people getting ready for Christmas, and you can write your Christmas lists. You've got all your tags ready for your gifts because they'll all be tucked in the pockets. So we can put an envelope in there. I shall finish all these envelopes off with my little tags for closures. You know, just put a little punched circle and glue it on half. And that just acts as a little closure on there. In fact, that has already got a hole in, so you could use it as a brad. But in fact, I'll stick something over that, like a little tiny gem or a little flower. Let's just put one of these on. One of my little punch flowers. Just to hide that hole. Beautiful, like that. So that just holds that closed there. Now all the tags I'm not going to put ribbon on. I'll punch the holes out, but if I start knotting ribbon, it's going to put a lot more bulk into the folder. So I'll just punch the holes and then leave them for the recipient to either tie string through or something like that. And I'll just ink that just to hide the white. And I'll do that with all of them and tuck them all in the pockets. So there's lots of tags, some larger ones that I've backed onto craft card. There's postcards that I've again backed onto craft card, and they can be tucked in. Yeah, they'll just fit in these, in the little envelopes. So I'll put little tags on them at the side. It's a bit tight in there. The glue is stuck down there. So I'll put tags on, and then you've got something to hold. So they will all pop in there. I think there's 3 of those. There's 2 more little pockets here, so they're good enough too. One on the front, yeah, there, and one on the back, which matches in with the paper there, and that'll hold even more tags. So I shall get on with that and then get back. Okay, here we are. I think I've finished. This is the owl one that you went through before, and this is the Christmas one. I have put my ribbon on, my seam binding, and I've attached a cute little gingerbread man with a homemade little tag, and it's all on a lobster clip, so that can be removed. And I did want the other flip to be the top one, but it just wasn't folding right, so I left it this way. So I've glued the pocket in, one of the smaller pockets. There's a total of 15 tags in the kit, so instead of putting ribbon or tabs or anything on, I wanted the recipient to be able to use them as tags. So I've just put a reinforcement ring on and obviously punch the hole. So I will include some string, the same as is used for the signatures, and then the recipient can tie that all on and use as tags for the Christmas presents. So there's some in there and there's some in the back flip. The postcards I've put little tabs on so that they can be pulled out of the pockets, so they can all be used for either journaling or notes or something. And because I didn't like that white bit that was showing at the side of the envelope, I put some ribbon on. This is from Crafty Ribbons in the UK. So I just stuck a piece of that down there. And I've put beigey cream coloured lace on the edge of each front cover and back cover. So that's one. And I've just put a couple of bits from the kit, some ticket and a little stamp shaped image, just to give the outer pages a little bit more strength. And that's all just the pages, and then that's the other flip. So lace on that page again. You have to be careful when you're folding them that they don't pull the pages back and crease them. So this was the big pocket, and I've put the 3 largest tags in there. This kit is just really beautiful. And we are putting the 3 tags in the back pocket there, and this is the first page of the second signature, again trimmed with this pretty lace. Couple of snippets on the, not snippets, bits that were left from the kit, just glued on the inside page. And the envelope, I've just put a postcard in that one and a postcard in that one, and they just slot in there. Then onto the back page, and this piece of the envelope, I've put the envelope from the kit, and there's nothing in it. In fact, we could probably put a couple of tags in there. Just then there's something in there for the recipient to open. And that just slots into that piece of the envelope. And that is all I had left from the kit, just 4 little offcuts of paper. So thanks for watching. Please leave me a comment, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.